All right, good morning, good afternoon, scholars and learners. Today in this video, we are going to be reviewing what is a multiple and how can I find the multiples of a number. So based on that assessment, it looked like a lot of you still want some more practice on what is a multiple. Okay, so for this, you're going to need your own whiteboard and a marker and an eraser to follow along with me and solve some of the problems. So first, let's start with the definition of a multiple. And we're going to look at a multiplication equation to help us see that. So we're going to look at this true equation. 4 multiplied by 5 is 20. Okay, so in this equation, 20 is a multiple of 4, and 20 is also a multiple of 5. So it's the product, or the answer I get when I multiply one number by another number. Let's see that on a number line. Okay, so in other words, can I get to 20 skip counting by 5s? Yes, I'm going to start at 0. I skip count 5, 10, 15, 20. So 20 is a multiple of 5 because I can skip count by 5s and get to 20. Let's see if 20 is also a multiple of 4. Starting at 0, I'm going to skip count by 4s 5 times. 4, 8, 8 plus another 4, 12, 16, and 20. So this shows us that 20 is a multiple of 4 because I can skip count by 4s 5 times and I will land on 20. And it is also a multiple of 5. Okay, so a multiple of a number, think multiplication. So we're going to look at some other examples. So you might see a problem that says, what are the multiples of 3? So 3, I need to multiply any number by 3 and the number I get, or the product, will be a multiple of 3. Another way I could find that out is by skip counting by 3 on a number line. So count with me. 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, and on to infinity. I could keep going. Multiples can go on and on and on. So where do you see the multiples of 3? Well, here they are. All of the numbers we landed on our number line are multiples of 3. Why? Because I could get to 9 by doing 3 times 3 and get to 9. Or 3 times 4 and land on 12. 3 times, what would I times here? 5. Okay, and to get to 21, I would do 3 times 7. So these are all multiples of 3. Okay, so I'm going to give you one that I want you to try. So I want you to find the multiples of 8. So I want you to draw a number line, okay, starting at 0, and I want you to find me multiples of 8. I'm going to give you a moment to do that. You can also pause the video if you need a second more. Okay, but I'm going to start so you can check your work. So you should have seen that if we're skip counting 8 and 8, every number we land on will be a multiple of 8. So 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. These are all multiples of 8. And it could keep going all the way to 80 to 800 and on. Okay, let's try one more. So I'm going to clear this part. And I would like you to now find me on your whiteboard, what are the multiples of 12? Okay, think of what strategy you could use to find the multiples of 12. Again, you can pause the video if you need more time, but let's check our work. Starting at 0, if we skip count 12 and 12, we're finding the multiples. 12, 24, add 12 more, 36, 48. Ooh, and a lot of you got stuck on this one. If I add 12 to 48, I'm going to jump 2 to get to 50 and 10 more, which will get me to 60. Okay, so 60 is a multiple of 12. What would I multiply by 12 to get 60? 60 is the same as 5 times 12. So 60 is 5 times as big as 12. So 60 is a multiple of 12. Okay? Hopefully that's making sense. So we're going to look at a different type of problem that also has to do with multiples. Okay? So I'm going to ask you a question. Is 18 a multiple of 6? What does this question mean? So if I use ROMAT, underlining key information, I'm looking at the number 18, 6, and the question is it a multiple of 6? What operation would I use? Well, in other words, can I divide 6 and get something? 18 by 6 and get something? Or could I do 6 multiplied by something and get a product of 18? Let's see. Let's try it on a number line. So can I skip count by 6s and will I land on 18? Let's see. 0, 6, 6 more, 12, and 18. So I ended up at 18. So let's go back to our equations. What number would make this true? I jumped 1, 2, 3 times. So 18 divided by 6 is 3. And 6 times 3 is 18. So yes, 6 is a multiple of 18 because I can skip count by 6s and I will get 18 as a product. Okay, so I'm going to give you one to try. So is 30 a multiple of 4? Okay, in other words, is there a number I can multiply by 4 to get 30? Or can I divide 30 by 4 and get a whole number? Okay, you try it. See if you can skip count on a number line by 4s and land on 30. Okay, if you want a moment to work through that, you can pause the video. Let's see. What did you think for is 30 a multiple of 4? You should have said no. It is not. 30 is not a multiple of 4. Let's see. Why not? If we skip count by 4s, let's see what happens. 4. Remember, we're starting at 0. 8. 12, 16, 20. Oh, good, because I know 5 times 4 is 20. 24, 28, 32. Uh-oh! Look what happened. I passed 30. 30 is right here. But was I able to land on 30? Nope, I was not. So there is nothing I can multiply by 4. That's a whole number that will get me to 30. So 30 is not a multiple of 4 because I cannot multiply anything by it and land or get to a product of 30. Okay, let's do one more try. This one's going to be a tricky one. Okay, get ready to have a growth mindset, is 96 a multiple of 12? Okay, remember, what equations am I thinking to myself to know if it's a multiple? I'm thinking can I multiply something by 12 and get 96? Or can I divide 96 by 12 and get a whole number here? Okay, try it on your number line. Okay. Again, if you need to pause the video, you may. Because right now you should be skip counting by 12s and seeing if you can land on 96. Okay? So if you're not done yet, pause the video now. Otherwise, let's check our work. So we've gone 0, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, and 96. So how many times did we skip count 12 and 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I know that 12 multiplied by 8 is 96, or 96 divided by 12 is 8. Okay? So there you have it. 96 is a multiple of 12, and it's a multiple of 8 because I can multiply something by 12 to get a product of 96. Okay? So for your little exit ticket for this, what I'd like you to do is on your own board, okay, here are a few numbers. 7, 9, and 16, okay? I would like you to show me the multiples of 7, at least 3 multiples of it. I would like you to show me multiples of 9 on a number line, and show me at least 3 multiples of 16. Okay, when you're done with that on your whiteboard, I want you to go ahead and take a picture on Seesaw and explain how do you know all of the numbers you found are multiples of 7, of 9, and 16. Okay. If you still have questions, you can definitely post those on Seesaw, or you could ask an expert, other student in the class who might know some other things about multiples. Okay. Thank you for watching and being learners.